I fought back, hitting, scratching, doing anything to escape. I felt a sharp pain. My hand was bleeding. The man was strong, but I was desperate. I knew I had to get out or die. A window. A chance to escape. I broke it and jumped, cutting myself even more. But I was free. I ran and ran, my breath heavy, feeling a wild beat in my chest that wouldn't slow down. The fear was real. The man was real. The game had turned real.
The following is based on a true story.
Ever been so curious you just can't say no to something, even if it's kind of weird? That's me all over. So, one day I was just clicking around online, not looking for anything special. I found this chat about a scavenger hunt. But get this, it wasn't just any hunt. It was on the dark web. Never been there before. Riddles, secrets, and all that cool stuff. It was like being a digital Indiana Jones. I was totally in. Night after night, I was cracking riddles and digging into all those hidden spots on the web. It was a break from my boring day job. I'd come home, eat fast, and dive into the game. My computer was like a magic door to some super exciting place. It made me feel alive. The game consumed me. I began to neglect my friends, my family, and even my work. Meals were skipped, and sleep became a rare commodity. The thrill of solving each riddle was like a drug. I couldn't quit. Soon the game got trickier with clues and Morse code and creepy audio files. Each one was a fun challenge, but then things shifted. The third riddle sent me into the real world. I had to find a QR code in a hidden spot in New York City, only visible with ultraviolet light. Excitement and a touch of fear rushed through me. The game wasn't just on my computer anymore, it was real. The riddles continued to evolve. I was running all over town finding secret notes, hidden stashes in benches, and stuff underwater in fountains. The more I played, the more I needed to. I was addicted even when it started feeling weird. One night I found myself on a bridge looking over the city, waiting for the next clue. Shadows seemed to move, sounds didn't add up, and I even smelled things that didn't belong. Then came a new video with a hidden voice. Seek where darkness meets light, but beware what you might find. It was thrilling but scary. The game was becoming something else. I couldn't stop playing. The riddle led me to an old empty theater. The doors creaked open. Inside, the air smelled of dampness and decay. Glowing signs pointed to the stage. As I crept closer, I could see some shadowy figures on the stage. They looked like people, frozen in poses. My heart raced. Cold chills ran through me. It was just a game, I told myself. I moved nearer. Their eyes were blank. Their skin was pale and waxy. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. These were not people. They were mannequins, dressed and posed in an eerily lifelike manner. Cold sweat ran down my body. The air was thick. The silence suffocated me. The theater creaked and rustled. I felt watched. Something sinister hid among the figures. A voice, creepy and cold, said, "Welcome to the end game." My legs gave out. I fell. I knew I was in a trap. The game was now real. I was caught by a crazy person. I tried to run, but my legs were like jelly, and my heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. A guy with eyes hidden in shadow charged at me. I knew I had to fight, or else. It was like my worst nightmare had come true. I fought back, hitting, scratching, doing anything to escape. I felt a sharp pain. My hand was bleeding. The man was strong, but I was desperate. I knew I had to get out or die. A window, a chance to escape. I broke it and jumped, cutting myself even more, but I was free. I ran and ran, my breath heavy, feeling a wild beat in my chest that wouldn't slow down. I made it home, but I was changed. The game had turned real. The fear was real. The man was real. I called the police, but they didn't find anything. The theater was normal. The room was gone. The game was gone. I was safe, but I knew something was still out there. The shadow that lured me in was still waiting. After that night, I tried to put it all behind me. Who was behind the game? What did they want from me? There were no answers. I moved to a new city, started fresh, but I never felt safe again. One day, I found a playing card in my mailbox. A joker with a riddle on the back. The game never ends. The shadow never fades. You thought you escaped, but I still hold the spades. The nightmare wasn't over. The game had just begun.